Claire here at Claire's Cottage Aspirations, and this is our December Christmas episode. And I am not going to be sharing with you a DIY or a Christmas decoration tour or a recipe. What I'm going to do right now is we are going to encourage one another. I'm going to encourage you that this holiday season you have done enough and you can rest in the peace of that. If you were invited to 7 holiday parties and you were only able to make one due to either peace of mind, scheduling, or just illness popped up, it's December, my goodness, you've gone and you were only able to go to one, you went to enough parties. All right. If you saved 17 Christmas cookie recipes on your Pinterest board and you had every intention of making them, but you only had enough energy and time to make one, you have done enough. If you do the elves and you couldn't find them until 5 days ago, not naming any names, but that's enough days and to have fun and magic and whimsy, and you've done enough. And if you don't do the elves, you've done enough. All right. I know you're making this season magical anyway, but despite that, what else have we done enough? Oh, if you forgot you had Christmas dishes, and you just remembered 3 days ago when you put oatmeal up into a cabinet that you don't use very often, and you saw them and you pulled them down, and you've only used them for the last couple of days, then you have done enough. If you likewise decorated your Christmas shelf or your decoration shelf, if you have one, about 3 days ago, 3 or 4 days ago, you've also done enough. I don't know at what point we've decided that we have to do something Christmassy from Black Friday to December 25th. And I think that the spirit of Christmas, which is the celebration of Jesus' birth and peace and love and joy and whimsy, all the things that make this season so beautiful, it's okay if it's not an all-consuming month-long sprint. I think it's really great that this year I've been forced to step back and really monitor where I'm putting my focus and my worry. And this year has been the most unworried Christmas I've ever done. And it's been the most joyful. I am beyond excited for Christmas Day. And I know that everything is going to be memorable and beautiful. And I am truly resting assured in that. And I hope that if you're feeling any condemnation, just know condemnation does not come from the Lord. So you can rest in peace that you have done enough. And there's a reason why I'm showing you my messy kitchen right now, because number one, I use this kitchen all day long, every day. And I'm using this. I have a load of dishes in the dishwasher. I have dishes in my sink. I have noodles on the counter and peanut butter because we've used them within the last 24 hours. And that is okay. Everything does not have to be perfect and showroom ready. And I want to show you guys that that is okay. One thing that's really come to my mind this season is the story of Mary and Martha in the Bible. They are Lazarus's sisters, and Jesus came to their home, and like he and Lazarus were very close. They were, I guess, probably BFF status, because he's part of that verse that everybody knows. Jesus wept. Jesus wept when he heard that Lazarus had died, and he rose him from the dead. But before that, when he came to their home, Mary and Martha, who traditionally would have been, the hostess with the mostest, it was their job to make their guests comfortable, to serve food, to like prepare food, to make sure that everything was just as it should be. And in this time, Mary decided to sit at the feet of Jesus and listen to him. And so Martha came out and was like, Jesus, like, can you tell Mary to like come help me, because I'm like getting really worn out from like doing all this service for everybody. And you know, do you think it's basically, do you think it's fair that I'm having to serve like all by myself? And Jesus is like, you know, Martha, Martha, what? This is exactly what it says. Martha, Martha, you are worried and troubled about many things, but one thing is needed, and Mary has chosen the good part, which will not be taken away from her. And so basically, he's kind of telling Martha to take a chill pill. Like, she's worrying about all these things, and they're not the important things. The important things is being in relationship with God, with having a relationship with Jesus, having a relationship with our family, and pouring into one another through that. And all these things that we think are so important for the holidays, like the cookies and the presents and the hosting and the going to parties and doing the elves, all these things, these are not the things we have to be worried about. We can let our spirits and our heart be light, and really focus on what matters, which is, and that will not be taken away, which is our salvation with Jesus Christ, our relationship with Jesus Christ, our love for our families, for our children. These are things that will not be taken away from us. Um, so I want to encourage you, with everything that you have done this season, good job. And everything that you feel like you are lacking in or didn't do well enough, you did. You did. Okay? I want you to go into Christmas morning and open the presents with your babies, with your family. And I want you to really enjoy it and be thankful and in a spirit of gratitude and fellowship with them and fellowship with the Lord, and give thanks for all the blessings that you've been able to have this entire year. And that is my encouragement for you today. I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas, and thanks so much. There will be more updates coming soon from the channel. I've got a lot of plans for this upcoming year, and I've written out a whole posting schedule. So look forward to that. And you guys have a great day. Merry Christmas.